This is the AKASO Brave 7 camera that I have used to record cockpit video during the testing of my newly minted Pelican PL aircraft. This camera does a good job for a budget price and has attracted some nice comments in various videos I have published. Because there are no AKASO supplied external sound connectors for it, I have used the AKASO external mic tucked into the ear cup of my headset. This has worked reasonably well, but there are two shortcomings. First, the sound pickup varies as I turn my head left to right to watch for traffic. Secondly, sound pickup is greatly dependent on how it gets placed in the ear cup, which has resulted in engine sounds being dominant. Actually, there is a third, as the mic cable can leave a gap in the ear cup cushion for unwanted sound to enter. I wanted to have the option of sending intercom audio into the camera's audio for more consistent pickup of intercom and radio transmissions. Since AKASO does not provide a connector to their USB-C socket, I needed a way to access the sound input pin. There are various devices out there which promise to do this, but many don't do the job properly. After much study, I found the problem with many of these alternate audio source connectors. They aren't using the proper pin connections. Much of the blame has gone to AKASO for messing things up, but I found that AKASO is in fact conforming to an international convention as to the pinout used for the analog-only audio it accepts in a video found on the EricTech YouTube channel. So, I set out to stop wasting money on mysterious, improperly done connectors and build my own. This custom audio connector would hook into an in-flight cam audio cable, which plugs into the headset side of the intercom's headset connector. Then it has a receptacle for the headset's connector. Then there is a TRRS male plug from it to send audio to a sound recorder. Perfect. For the roll my own solution, I first bought a 10-pack of bare USB-C connectors. These 70-year-old eyes looked at them and immediately knew that cross-soldered connections were in my future if I continued with them. Please feel free to replicate the rest of this work if you want with this for a more compact solution. So from this point, I bought a USB-C breakout connector. Isn't that a lot easier to work with? Okay, using the wonderful schematic from the EricTech YouTube channel, this is what I did. In order to make the connector directionally independent, you link pins 5 and 8 from both sides. I've heard that there is at least one commercial connector that only works one way. This way, it works directionally independent. Pin 5 is for configuration. Pin 8 is for analog audio input. Now to activate the analog audio input configuration, pin 5 or CC is linked to ground. I'm using orange for this ground here for visibility, but I actually used the standard black wire. Now I was ready to attach the selected sound source connector. Remember, the in-flight cam audio cable has a TRRS male plug. Your mileage here needs to vary with your planned source and what it provides. Studying for this connection, I learned that there are often multiple standards for various connecting types, so be careful. In my case, the TRRS female pin 3 is green and mic, while pin 4 is black and ground. So that green wire is routed to the USB-C pin 8 for analog audio, and the connector's black wire is routed to the USB-C pin 12, which is ground, and of course all the grounds are equal. Now we have a TRSS female connector which can plug into the AKASO Brave 7's USB-C input. To prepare mine for use, I heavily potted the cable and connector using a hot glue gun. Then this was wrapped with multiple layers of black electrical tape. For an initial test, I connected the camera to my handheld radio via the headset adapter, and it worked. Wow, wonderful. Then I tested it in the Pelican PL in the hangar as it would be set up for flight, as intercom only, and with a short transmission on the radio. The mild hum you will hear in the next video is AC hum from the connected battery maintainer.
Check, check, check. Test, test. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Here we go. Check, check.
Now it was time to test with the engine running.
Check, check, check. Temperature. Oil, temperature, pressure. Temperature is coming up. Nav lights on. All right. 123.05.
It works. And it also shows me that the alternator hum needs to be dealt with sooner rather than later. The headset's noise suppression all but eliminates this sound. But that will not do for the camera link, as the noise gets more robust as RPM increases. I should probably isolate the entire avionics circuit from that noisy soup, as I have also learned that the fuel pumps also adds to it, and they run continuously when the engine needs fuel. This USB-C connector work can be replicated on the tiny connectors I first showed, but that is for those who are young about the eyes. Okay, that's it. Hopefully by the time you'll need to do this, there will be one or more working AKASO products for various cases. But for the DIY crowd, you can get busy if you need it. Hopefully this was helpful. Thanks for watching.